Good morning, friends. Students, I am Mr. Swain, your history teacher. And today, friends, on this fresh morning, on this new day, we'll study about the section geography and our new chapter. Today is chapter number 6. That is natural vegetation and wildlife. Students, before this we have studied chapter the water, air. As I have told you that students, water and air are the most essential elements of our life to survive on this planet Earth. So students, let us come to the topic natural vegetation. What is the meaning of natural vegetation? We know the meaning, that is natural. We know natural means prakratic. But what about vegetation? It means natural vegetation means coverage of earth's surface by plants that grow naturally. It means, students, the coverage means the plants and that cover the earth naturally. Okay, we know, students, the forest, the plants, they grow naturally. So that is called the natural vegetation. Plants are a group of major living things, including familiar organisms such as trees, flowers, and herbs, bushes, grasses, pines, ferns, and mosses. So these are the all common things we can see in every part of the world. And students, the next is vegetables as a general term is used for plant life of a region. All the natural and semi-natural types of vegetation are covered under the term natural vegetation. So they all are called natural vegetation. They come under the umbrella of natural vegetation. Students, with the changes in height and the climate changes, and that changes the natural vegetation. The type of plants and natural vegetation which we see in Asia, it may differ from Africa, Australia, North America and South America, and Antarctica also. So there are no natural vegetation there. So it differs from place to place according to the climatic changes. The growth of vegetation depend upon the factors: temperature, moisture, slope, and thickness of soil. The type of thickness and natural vegetation varies from place to place because of the variation of these different factors. Okay, students. So these are the different factors that varies the natural vegetation in every part of the world. Therefore, natural vegetation is generally classified as different types. The majorly two types. The first one is forest. Students, the first one is forest, the natural vegetation, and second one is grasslands. Students, forests are areas with trees grouped in a way to their leaves or foliage, shade of the ground also. So, two types. The natural vegetation divided into two types: forest and grasslands. So among them, forests, they are found in the areas which get plenty of rain, and depending upon this factor, dense and open forests grow. Students, in our district also we can find lots of forests, and it is different from others because of the climatic condition, the thickness of the soil, the moisture content in the soil, and the temperature also is one of the important factors which affect the growth of plants in forests. Then, students, the second type is the grasslands. Grasslands are flat and open areas where grasses are the dominant type of vegetation. They are found in the region of moderate rain. Shrubs and prickly cactuses grow in this type of dry region. So students, we can find these two types of natural vegetation, that is forest and grasslands. Now students, will study the types of natural vegetation in detail. So what are they? Then students will study about the types of natural vegetation. So what are the different types of natural vegetation? Mainly there are 4 to 5 types of natural vegetation. The first one is, students, the tropical evergreen forest. Second one is the tropical deciduous forest. Students, then the next is the temperate evergreen forest. Students, temperate evergreen forest. Then students, the next is the temperate deciduous forest. Then students, the next one is the Mediterranean vegetation. Then coniferous forest. Mediterranean, MEDE. Mediterranean vegetation. Sorry. Coniferous. Coniferous forest. Students, then we will study about the grasslands. Majorly there are 6 types of forests, and we will study them in detail one by one. Okay students, what happens is that a brief account of some of the important vegetations types, we will study all about them. There are, students, there are 3 main types of forests: tropical, temperate and boreal. Students, here I will write that forests are of 3 types. The first one is, students, temperate, then tropical and boreal. Students, tropical and temperate forests are further classified into, students, just look, tropical and temperate forests are further classified into evergreen and deciduous forests according to their location and the rainfall received in that region. The term boreal is applied for those forests who lie in the extreme north. They are popularly known as the taiga and tundra. Students, these boreal forests are known as popularly taiga and tundra. The region is specified as taiga and tundra region. Then students, the tropical forests, including tropical rainforests or equatorial forests, have the largest share and cover about 49% of the surface area of the earth, followed by the boreal. Students, after this, you first of all you look at the types of forest. We will study about them in detail. So I will drop this now. The first one we will study about is the tropical evergreen forest. So before that, let us know about the forest. I have told you that there are 3 types of forest: tropical, temperate and boreal. Students, the tropical forest, including tropical rainforest or equatorial forest, have the largest share, that is about 49%, and the boreal forest has 24%, and temperate forest about 13%. Means this is the lowest. The temperate forest have the lowest, that is called 13. This is 49, and this is 24%. The bracket I have written about the percentage. 49, then 24 boreal, then 13 is temperate. Students, in this series of evergreen forest, we will study about the tropical evergreen forest. wildlife along with different types of vegetation and plants also. On the basis of amount of rainfall, temperature and variety of vegetation, tropical evergreen forests are divided into equatorial evergreen forest and sub-equatorial evergreen forest. Students, it has been further divided into equatorial evergreen forest and the second one sub-equatorial evergreen forest. Okay, students, just listen. There is equatorial and sub-equatorial. The equatorial evergreen rainforests are often considered as the real rainforest. So this one is called the real rainforest. They are called as real rainforest, which are characterized by more than 80 inches, that is 2000 millimeter of rain per annum. Just students, just listen. Just imagine that 2000 mm of water or rain per annum means yearly, spread evenly throughout the year. These forests are near the equator where there is very little natural vegetation, seasonal variation, and length of the day is constant all the year round because the sun's rays falls directly in the equator region. These forests have the highest biological diversity and have a well developed canopy, the form of vegetation. Roughly 2/3 of the world's tropical wet forest can be considered the equatorial type. The greatest expansion of equatorial evergreen rainforests are found in lowland Amazon, so they are mainly found in the lowland Amazon, the Congo basin, and southeast the Congo basin, Southeast Asian and Southeast Asian islands, Indonesia and Papua and New Guinea. So the Southeast Asian islands, they are in especially belonging to Indonesia. Then students, in India also equatorial evergreen forests are found in the western slopes of the Western Ghats in the states of Kerala and Karnataka. Most of the areas of Kerala and Karnataka. Most of the areas of the Kerala and Karnataka. The tropical evergreen forests usually occur in the areas receiving more than 200 centimeters of rainfall and having a temperature of 15 degree to 30 degrees Celsius. Then they occupy about 7% of the Earth's land surface and harbor more than half of the world's plants and animals. So it covers more than 7% of Earth's land surface. Then students, they are found mainly near the equator. Therefore, it is known as the equatorial evergreen forest. They are found nearly in the equator. Then these forests are dense and multi-layered. Very dense forest. Therefore, students, it is said that due to more rainfall, the crops grow in a large quantity. The forest, it is the forest. The trees are evergreen as there is no period of drought and they do not shed their leaves altogether. They are mostly tall and hardwood type. Leaves are broad and give out excess water through evaporation, evapotranspiration. Then hardwood trees like the rosewoods. Students, hardwood trees like the rosewood, ebony, mahogany, are the major trees found here or common here. Now students, we will study about the wildlife in the tutorial evergreen forest. So what are the different types of wildlife? So the reptiles like the snakes, crocodiles, insects, then the mammals like the gorillas, chimpanzees, jaguars, and the birds like toucans, vultures are found here. So these are the types of wildlife you can see, especially in the tropical evergreen forest. Okay students. Then students, the next type of forest is a deciduous forest. So what are the tropical deciduous forests? The term deciduous is applied to all those forests whose plants shed their leaves annually. In autumn, the leaves change their color. During the winter months, the tree lose their leaves. Students, therefore, it is known as the deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forest can be found in the monsoon regions of Asia, Central America, Brazil, and northern Australia. Therefore, they are also known as the monsoon forest. These tropical deciduous forests are also known as monsoon forest. So why? The temperature here ranges between 25 degree to 30 degree Celsius, and the average annual rainfall is up to 100 centimeter, which is mostly seasonal with a distinct dry season. These forests are less dense with medium height trees up to 60 feet tall. These forests have a thick undergrowth of shrubs and bushes. Hardwood trees are extremely useful for making furniture and construction material. The common trees found here are shal, teak, shisham, sandalwood. Okay students, then bamboos. These trees are students very hard and used for construction material and furniture material. Lots of insects like bats, birds and mammals are common in this forest. Now students, in this series there is a subtopic called mangrove forest. They are mostly seen here. So we will study about the mangrove forest now. Mangrove forest. Friends, they are found in the silt-rich saline habitats worldwide. Saline means students, khara pani. We can see the salt water lakes, the sea water, generally along river deltas, estuaries and coastal areas. Means the areas near the sea or oceans. It is characterized by low tree diversity. Mangroves are evergreen forests and shrubs that are well adapted to their salty and swampy habitat due to their breeding habitats and breathing roots. Mangrove forests or swamps are important as swamping grounds and nurseries for marine and freshwater species. Then mangroves also help to reduce coastal erosion because of the presence of forest near the coastal area. The soil erosion doesn't take place there. And storm also, as because they are seen in the medium in the obstruction of the soil and storms, great storms. Now students, wildlife in this region tigers, lions, elephants, langurs, monkeys are some of the common animals in this region. Next, students, we'll study about the students in this topic. The next type of forest is the temperate evergreen forest. Students, these forests are located along the eastern margins of the continents, comprising South China, southeastern USA, southeastern Brazil, Uruguay, east coast of South Africa and eastern Australia. Students, they are spread all over the world. Then the temperature ranges from 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. Students, I have told you that 30 20 to 30 degrees. Okay, students. Therefore, this type of forest survive different types of region. Therefore, this forest considers of both hardwood types of evergreen types and softwood of coniferous and deciduous varieties of trees, and are therefore called mixed forest. These are also known as mixed forest. Therefore, we can find oak, pine, eucalyptus type of trees in this forest. The lowlands have generally mixed forest of coniferous and deciduous forest trees varieties, while the highlands have only coniferous varieties. These forests are moderately dense with broad-leaved trees and less variety of plant species. Timber, oak, pine, wattle, beech and maple are some common species. Squirrels, rabbits, skunks, birds, black bears and mountain lions are the most common animals found in these regions or forest. Students, now the next topic is the temperate deciduous forest. These forests are located along the coastal regions. These areas generally have a cold climate and moderate rainfall. There are mainly deciduous forests in Asia. Students, it is mostly situated in Asia, and the major areas which are located in southwest Russia, Japan and eastern China. South America has also two big areas of deciduous forest in southern Chile and Middle East coast of Paraguay. There are deciduous forests located in New Zealand also and southeastern Australia. Students, you can see that this type of forest, all the types I can say, are distributed in every corner of the continent, every corner of our world, but it differs and they depend upon the temperature, as I have told you. The temperate deciduous forest occupies most of the eastern part of the United States and a small strip of southern Ontario. The average rainfall here is 75 to 100 centimeters. The average rainfall is 75 to 100 centimeters, and here temperature is about 20 degrees Celsius. Students, so there is a difference among all the different forests. The trees here shed their leaves in a dry season, and common trees here are oak, ash, then beech, etc. etc. Birds like pheasants, monals are found here. A lot of deciduous forests have been cut to form new farms and towns. Although people are trying to protect the forest as well as the wildlife, poachers are trying to kill the animals in the forest. The animals are gradually losing their homes because people are building their own homes on these forest lands by cutting trees. In this series, students, we will study about the Mediterranean vegetation. Mediterranean forests are found along the western coast of or western margins of the continents. The world's 5 Mediterranean climatic zones. Students, now look, the Mediterranean vegetation is found in the world's 5 Mediterranean climatic zones. Climatic zones, students. So these zones are located in the mid latitudes. The Mediterranean basin, students, is a very important topic. Then California, central Chile. Then southwest Australia. And the fifth one is the Cape of Province of South Africa. South Africa. In these regions, the summer season is dry and rainfall occurs during winter season. The average annual rainfall is up to 80 centimeters. And the Mediterranean forests are generally composed of broadleaf evergreen trees such as the oak and the mixed forest of California and Mediterranean region. The eucalyptus forest of southwest Australia and the forest of central Chile. Forests are often found in areas which receive more rains in summer. Yes, it is true. Forest can survive only in presence of more and more water. Oaks, olives, figs, pines, firs, cedars, cypresses are common trees of this forest. There isn't much wildlife here. And the next series is students, the coniferous forest. Coniferous forest. Students, the coniferous forest or the taiga. I have told you taiga in Uttara region. The word is a Russian word used for, this is a Russian word. Used for coniferous forest. Are located in northern latitudes, mainly in northern latitudes. They are mainly located in Canada and upper parts of Asia and Europe. They cover vast areas of North America from the Pacific to the Atlantic and extend across northern Europe, covering Scandinavia and Russia. It also crosses Asia through Siberia, Mongolia and northern China and goes up to the northern Japan. It is students finally only in the northern hemispheres. Then students, next is the coniferous forest. Get the name coniferous because the main types of vegetation located in it is the conifers such as pines, pine trees. You can see mostly the pine trees here. Coniferous forests are mainly made of cone-bearing or coniferous forests such as spruces, hemlocks, cheer, pine, cedar, pine and pine fir. The leaves of these trees are either small or needle-like, scale-like. It is pointed and it is needle-like or scale-like. And most leaves stay green all around the year. Therefore, it is also evergreen throughout the year. They are tall, softwood evergreen forests. The wood of these trees is useful for making pulp, which is used for manufacturing paper and newspaper. Students, you know the books which we read that come from wood only, pulp. So this type of softwood are used for making pulp, which is used for manufacturing paper, used in newspapers and books making. Matchboxes and the packing boxes are made from this softwood. Then students, wildlife, if we talk about the wildlife, silver fox, mink, polar bear are common animals found here. Students, in the earlier part of the topic, I have told you that natural vegetation is mainly classified into two. The first one is forest, that I have written there, tropical and temperate and boreal type of forest. Now, the next one is, students, the grasslands. We have studied different types of forests. Now we will study about grasslands. So, students, what are grasslands? Grasslands are open and flat areas of grasses. Varying in size from 2.1 meter tall to short grasses, a few millimeter tall. Students, like you can see the grass which you can see, they are a little height, 2 to 3 meters. So that are called the grasslands, which are covered in hectares and hectares of land. On the basis of their location, they may be classified into tropical and evergreen grasslands. So once again it is divided into tropical and evergreen. First one and the second one. Students, the first one we will study about the tropical grasslands. Sorry students, it is temperate. I have written it wrong. Tropical and temperate. The tropical grasslands, or they are called the savannas. So they will name that is called savannas. They have a different name, which lie north and south of tropical rainforests that are on the equator. Some areas beyond savannas are hot deserts. Other savannas may be lined with mountains, dense forests and seas. South America is the home to several large savannas. Students, in South America, you can see large savannas. An example of one of the savannas is the Llanos, which means plains, located in Orinoco Orinoco River basin, not village, friends. The Llanos are north of the Amazon forest and can be shared the areas of Colombia. Llanos, they are spread in Colombia and Venezuela. Then here the grass is 3 to 4 meter tall and is known as the elephant grass because of their height. They are not very nutritious and not suitable for daily farming. Large tropical grasslands can be found south of the Amazon forest in the Brazilian highlands called the Campos. So students, it is also known as Campos in the Brazilian highlands. And elephants, zebras, giraffe, deer, leopards are common in these tropical grasslands. Students, now we will study about the temperate grasslands. The next type of grasslands is, students, is the temperate grasslands. They are known by different names such as steppes in Eurasia. Then prairies in North America. Then students, pampas in South America. steppes in Eurasia, prairies in North America, pampas in South America. And welded. Downstream of the students, they have different names everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 regions of the world, they are known by different names. Then these are found in the mid-latitude zones and in the interior part of the continents. Wild buffaloes, bears, antelopes are common in the temperate regions. Its climate depends greatly on how close it is to the equator or oceans. The grasslands of the northern hemisphere lie halfway between the North Pole and the equator. These grasslands are also inland and unaffected by the ocean water. Students, now the next and the last subtopic is the preserving wildlife. Why we should preserve the wildlife? Because students, they are also living beings. Deforestation and large-scale mining and hunting of animals have resulted in the extinction of some species. Most birds and some animals are killed for more pleasure. Tigers are killed for their skin, their nails, their teeth. Elephants are killed for their ivory. Deer and other animals are killed for their meat and skin. Due to this situation, a large number of animals and birds are disappearing every year. Then vultures are rarely seen today. So this may lead to a serious ecological imbalance now. Students, we know that our earth and our ecology, they must be in a balance. Then only we can survive. Now people have started paying attention towards preserving the endangered species of wildlife which are on the verge of extinction, such as the rhinos, tigers, hippopotamus, elephants, antelopes, deers, and etc. etc. By converting large tracts of forest into national parks, bird sanctuaries, animal sanctuaries, tiger reserve, lots of parks are being made, national parks are being made for the preservation of these animals. The tiger population is widely distributed over the forests of land, ranging from the sub-alpine Himalayas to down south and across east-west, excluding Kashmir Valley and the desert and arid portions of Rajasthan and Kutch. But the fact is that a tiger is in danger of extinction. Students, Project Tiger was launched by our country, and in 1973 it was launched. So it is a conservation program for saving the Indian tiger population. Students, now in India there are 28 tiger reserves in our country. Okay, students. Then now, students, the last subtopic is the thorny bushes. Thorny means plants having thorns. So what are the bushes means? They are not, we can call them as trees, they are small heighted herbs. So they are found in the dry desert regions. Tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continent. Temperature is very high there and rainfall is very scanty. Many dwarf plants are grown there. They develop thorns and thick stems and wax-coated leaves to prevent loss of moisture. And acacia, dates, khair, babool are the common species of tropical deserts plants. Okay, students. Now cactus also, students. Cactus also you can see in our region also, but in most of the desert areas we can find this type of thorny bushes. Students, this was the topic all about. I hope you would have understood the topic. Students, I have always told you that while you are watching the video, please go through the book, refer the book, then only you can understand. So by saying this, students, I may bid goodbye to all of you students. Thank you everybody and have a nice day.